Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany and I talk all things beauty here on my channel. And in today's video, I have got the new Genuine Gems palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics. So if you like indie brands, if you like eyeshadow palette reviews, then please stick around for today's video. So I'm going to kind of like scooch over and I'm going to show you a clip of these beautiful swatches and kind of more up close and personal of the pans because they have the prettiest jewel diamond embossments. Like, it's just so pretty because I have played with mine already. Mine have been swatched, so it's not like in pristine condition. So I wanted to show you that clip. So the day that you're watching this video is the day that this palette should be launching on Tuesday the 18th. This palette retails for $45 and I just wanted to thank Simply Posh Cosmetics for sending me this palette. I do have the, let's see, Fairies palette. I love this palette so much. I did purchase this one myself. This is my first palette from the brand and I fell in love with this formula. So I'm just so honored that they sent this over. So I'm going to zoom you in and let's get started with these looks. Now that we are zoomed in, I want to show you the palette up close so you can kind of see it better. How beautiful are these jewel tones? They are so beautiful, especially for the fall months. So I'm going to first probably bounce around between this area right in the middle. I do love how they have this palette organized, like you could just pop down each row for a different color story. It just makes it super easy. So we're just gonna first jump into, let's see, I kind of want to mix amber and citrine together. And these are very soft but extremely pigmented. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. And like as you can see, you get full pigmentation right off the beginning. I love these mattes because they're so soft and you don't have to like keep going in 100 times to get pigment. I just love how I go in and the color that you see in the pan, that's the color that is going to be on your eyes, and I really do like that. Now I'm going to bounce into citrine, and just be careful when you're dipping into these shadows because they're very pigmented, so you just need to go in very softly so you don't get much kick up because they're extremely soft and pigmented. You don't have to like dig in. But these two blended out really well with one another. I love those two colors together. Now I'm going to go in with the shade, let's see, Topaz right here. This one's more orange. I think it would be just very complementary to what we got going on with these warm tones, just so I can deepen out the outer corner. Oh, I love this shade so much. I've been playing with this for a few days now off camera just because I've been super busy all weekend and I didn't get a chance to film, but I can already tell you I love this formula. Next, I'm going to pop into this more brown shade, but it does have like a green undertone. I love this shade so much because it's not brown, but it does have like a twist to it. It's got a little bit of a green hint to it, and I love that so much. So I'm just going to keep blending this out. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to pop into these two shades, kind of go back and forth, and just run that all along the lower lash line. Now I'm wanting to pop in with the green shade Emerald and just add a little bit of that in with this look. I think it would be so pretty. So now that the mattes are laid down, it's time to pop into a shimmer. And I'm going to go in with this beautiful green right here. And it's got like, it's a duochrome. It's green, but you can see pops of gold and yellow in there. It is absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to kind of pop that more on the center, and I'm going to go in with another shimmer on the inner corner. Now I'm going to go in with this one kind of more on the inner corner, which all the shimmers appear to be duochromes. This one is like orangey red with beautiful gold pops in there with orange. It's really pretty, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner and kind of mix that in with the green. So this is what those shimmers look like blended out together. Now, before I do mascara, I'm going to pop over here and we're going to start look number 2. So for this look, I'm kind of wanting to go in with kind of like these two rows. They look so beautiful. This is definitely going to be more of a colorful look for me. First I'm going to go in with the shade. Let's see, I'm going to mix these two together. See what we come up with. I really do love how all these shades are so pigmented. And the formula is consistent between like all the shades. There are no duds. All the shades have a really good pigment and they all blend out very well with one another. Now I'm going to go in with more of the purple and kind of deepen out the outer corner. I want to go with the shade Amethyst now. It's so pretty and super, super deep. I think that this look needs this shade. I love mixing reds and purples together. I just think that they complement each other very well. I'm mixing Garnet in with the Amethyst shade just to help deepen it up and kind of blend it out and look seamless with what we have going on in the crease. On the lower lash line, I'm just going to do exactly what we did on the top to kind of help balance it out. Now it's time to go with the shimmers, and I'm going to go in with the purple shimmer first and then probably put the more red one on the inner corner. Like, this purple is so beautiful and sparkly. I'm just going to put that down first, kind of more on the center. Now I'm putting the red shimmer and just kind of mixing it in with the purple. On the inner corner, I want to go with the shade Rare. This is a really pretty duochrome. It's like purple and pink. It's got a pink base kind of with like purple blue sparkles in there, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner corner. This palette really doesn't have like an inner corner shade for me personally. I would normally just go in with like a highlighter, but for the sake of the video, I want to use only this palette for this look. Now I'm going to finish blending and then I'll show you the first and second look all done. Okay guys, so this is the finished look for look number 1. I love it so much. It's perfect for fall. I kind of love how the yellows mixed with the greens and the browns kind of made it a little grungy. I really do like this look so much. And then this is the finished look for look number 2, kind of more vampy, really, really pretty. Normally I would put a lash with this eye, but since I'm just going to take it off, I didn't kind of want to put the lash on. But this is what the finished look for look number 2 is. Okay, so for the third look, we have to play with the blues because we have used all of these shades. So I'm going to stick to more of these over here. But first, for a transition, I'm going to go in with citrine just because I need a little something. I can't just go in with a blue. They intimidate me. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of citrine just to have a little bit of a yellow peeking through. I'm not building it up. I'm just very softly going in with that shade. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Jade right here. It's a very beautiful greeny blue, like almost like a turquoise, like a beachy blue, you know? And I'm just going to put that right on top. This shade can be super pigmented, or if you blend it out, it could be very sheer and wearable, or like you could just pack this on and get like very intense, which I love that, how versatile these shadows are. I'm going to run the shade Jade all along my lower lash line. Now it's time to pop into some of those blues. So I'm just going to mix the two bright blues together just very carefully so we don't go too blue over here. I'm also going to kind of blend that out on the lower lash line where they both meet. I'm going to mix a little bit of the brown shade just on the outer corners to kind of deepen it up. Okay, so now it's time to go in with the shimmers. So this beautiful duochrome blue down here, I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. It's like a blue, but it also has a green in there. And I'm just going to run that all along the lower lash line for a fun pop down here and to kind of make it more sparkly. So pretty. I'm also going to take that same shade and just kind of put it a little bit on the outer corners. For the rest of the lid, I want to go in with this green shade right here and pop that on the inner corner and kind of like the center. I'm just mixing it in with the other blue shimmer that we have. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I really do like how it all came together, so I'm going to zoom you out and give you my first impressions and thoughts on this palette. I'm just going to start off by saying that I absolutely love this packaging. I think it is so beautiful and sleek in a way. I love that you get a slit for your palette as well. And on the inside, I appreciate that it comes with a mirror and all these beautiful shadows. I love the way that it's laid out. I like how you get more of a lighter toned row, all your shimmers, and then you get all your more deeper tones down here. I love the jewel tones in this palette. I love how they have it organized by, you could do like a monochromatic looks, or you could stick with like quads in a way. I love this palette so much. I think the formula is incredible. They're very pigmented, so you could go in super light, you could build them up. I really do like this formula. The shimmers in here they seem to be more hard pressed versus the Fairy Tale Fairies palette. These are more softer shimmers versus the newer palette, but as far as the matte formula goes, I think that both of these palettes, the mattes are pretty consistent as far as like comparable. It's the same matte formula. They're very soft, pigmented. Also, the only difference, I think that the shimmers in this palette are a little bit harder pressed versus this palette. I just want to hold up these two palettes together. This is the Fairy Tale Fairies palette, and then down here we have the new Genuine Gems palette. As you can see, these palettes look so beautiful side by side. I think that the palettes are completely different if you want to justify and get the new one. This one is strictly, it's just fall tones, jewel tones, really deep and rich. And then in this palette, you have all the beautiful pastels, and then you have some grungy tones down here. So I love both of these palettes. I really do. I'm so thankful that Simply Posh sent this over to me. It's perfect for the fall, and I love the looks that I came up with. I cannot wait to continue to play with this palette. Let me know, did you pick it up today, or are you going to pick it up? Is it on your wish list? I would love to know. But that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know which look you liked the best wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.